look underneath Joanne's name. She's in San Diego. She only has 8 connections. That's a very small LinkedIn network. She may have just started it, or she may have just been accepting other people's invitations. So it looks like we have one shared connection, and I can click and see who that is. Scott Roby. Okay, I know Scott. You may know Scott too. If I wanted to reach out to Joanne, Scott is going to be my connection. And here's how I do it. I don't even have to open up her profile, but I will, because before I contact her, I want to know a little something about her. This is why your profile needs to be complete, because if somebody's going to reach out to you, they're going to look at your profile before they send a message. Okay. She has worked for DFW Airport and for the Colleyville Area Chamber of Commerce, but now she's in San Diego. So she's from here. That's pretty cool. She went to Dallas Baptist University and TCU. And let's scroll down and see. She got a journalism ag PR. Here's your ag PR in 1999, and a Master of Arts in Organizational Management in 2003. And then she put a lot of other stuff down here. Groups and associations. Okay. All right. So if I wanted to reach out to her, the only way I can do that, I don't know her email address, and she doesn't have it in her name list. She doesn't have it published. So I would have to, if you want to send an email, that'll cost you money. Some people want to do that. Recruiters have paid money. But I will do get introduced through a connection. And this is part of the courtesy, the etiquette of LinkedIn. Treat this person as an individual that you haven't met in the same way that you would write a cover letter. Introducing yourself in a very professional way, but knowing that she used to live here. So you've got that in common, you've got TCU in common, and it's nice to tell them how you found them. Instead of, my name is blah, 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 blah. Say, I found you when looking for TCU alumni who are working at GSA. It creates a better bond that way. Talk about the connection first, and then say why you're contacting her. I'd like to know, I'm interested, I'm looking at career options, and I'd like to ask you a few questions. Would you be open to a phone call later this week? If you ask all of your questions in the email, in this message, then she's got the opportunity to say no. If you don't really put all your questions out there, but just say, here's our connection, and I found you. I'd like to talk to you for maybe 10 minutes. Would that be possible? She'll be more likely to say yes. So as my salesman's son says, help them to say yes to you. Create an environment where they will say yes. You don't want to get a slam in the door in your face. So you will write 2 messages. One of them is your message, my message to Joanne, and that's where I will write my little message. Very formal, very polite, and then I will copy and paste my entire signature block there so that she can get in touch with me, she can look at my profile, all that. Then I will write a very brief note for Scott Roby. I already know him, so, and he knows about this process, so I'll just say, hey Scott, hope you're having a good spring. I would really appreciate your forwarding this message along. And this one's really important. I have a friend who always finishes his emails, is there anything I can do for you? It's so charming. And it makes me think, wow, he wants to do something for me. Usually, I will respond back. But the trick here is that if you're sending emails to employers or contacts, and you end with, I look forward to hearing from you. If you end with a statement, you're really not creating an environment where they will want to respond. If I ask you a question, so how are you doing today? She answered me. If I said, I hope you're doing okay, she doesn't have to say anything. So end your message with some type of a question, whether it's, would it be all right for me to contact you next Tuesday at 2? They're more likely to respond. So end your emails with a question if you want to get an answer. So this, and he says, usually I just email him back and say, no, nothing right now, but it was nice of you to ask. and then you just click send. So that takes about 5 minutes. And for the free account, I've got to watch the time. Okay, for the free account, you can send 5 of these introductions at a time. When one reaches its destination, you get that one back. So it's kind of like, you can do 5, if 3 of them are still in route, then I've got two back.